What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Sports Talk with Bros. The Sixers just had an awful, ugly-looking basketball game, and, it's Summer League, but there are some takeaways from this. I mean, this was absolutely hideous as we get demolished by the Washington Wizards. But you look at Zhaire Smith tonight. 2 points, 1 of 9 shooting. He had 3 assists. Now, I'm not going to crush him brutally because I still see some spurts out of him. I think he can really move the basketball. I think one of his greatest attributes, as I've seen him play a couple times now in Summer League, is he's athletic enough to move the basketball while he's in midair, and he's got great vision. So I see him being able to move the basketball successfully, even though he didn't do anything spectacular today offensively and he only had 3 assists. He finds people. And this team is just garbage and obviously don't bury all the time. You have Korkmaz. He drops 40 in the first game. He hasn't hit a shot since. He hasn't hit a field goal since. I mean, what's going on? You drop 40, I'm sitting here praising you, saying you're showing Coach Brett Brown that you want to play. You're showing our Sixers fans you want to play. You want to step in and be someone who can be successful with this team moving forward next year. And you're 0 for 9 after you were 0 for 7 yesterday. I mean, this is pathetic. It's bad. Obviously we don't expect you to follow up 40 points here and there after a game in and game out, but you haven't hit a damn field goal. So that's really hideous. Bolden, he had 10 points, 9 boards today, but still, underwhelming for me. Underwhelming. I don't know if it's his lack of effort. I mean, this team looked garbage defensively, and sometimes I even find Bolden all over the place. I'm thinking, where are you even going? What? But Bolden is very just blah to me. I had so much more expectations for him to step in. He's a big guy, noticeably big out there, but he's not doing anything for me to be like, okay, he's going to help the squad either. I mean, he looks like a bum out there to me. I'll be honest with you, he does. And then you have McCullough out there who had a disgusting dunk, a nice little big man Euro slam. He ends the day with 20 points and 8 boards. All around, this game was such atrocious that my takeaway is me just looking at these players and thinking about them for the future with the Sixers. That's all of Summer League is. And, Korkmaz has been a little bit devastating to me the last 2 games, especially how hot he started with the first game. Zhaire, I get it, he didn't have a fantastic game, but I noticed what he does off the ball. He does a lot off the ball. He cuts, he moves, and he does have good vision, in my opinion. He makes plays happen when he goes to the rim with that freakish athleticism, and he finds a way to move the ball around. It's not his fault that this team stinks and can't bury sometimes. Today was just awful. I mean, today was just pitiful. I don't know what was worse, what was on the floor or the NBA TV announcers. It was just bad both ways. But, so it's hard to take away from this. But Cameron Oliver, he's somebody who's been very athletic as well. He can throw it down. I mean, he has some monster dunks, some alley-oops. So he's been obviously on my radar, noticeable. But, Bolden, Korkmaz, those guys, I expect better. I expect more out of them. I expect more. I do. Today was hideous. I get it. Today was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I can't believe I sat there and watched it. I went double TV. I went Phillies and Sixers. I was like, I need to get both. I end up falling to the Mets and 10 on one screen, and I'm sitting there watching garbage basketball on the other. I don't know what was worse. Hopefully I can just settle down with this second game of the Phillies and it be a little bit more enjoyable. But, I mean, I'm a little disappointed with some guys. Zhaire? No, I like Zhaire. I do. I like what he brings to the table, and I'm happy with his play. I really am, even though his stats were a little funky today. I do like what he brings to the table, and I can see what he will bring to the table. He's not going to give us many minutes in the NBA, I'm thinking like 10 minutes. But still, I can see what he can bring to the table, and he's still got a lot to grow, and he's got a lot to learn, and he will. But some of these other guys, they need to step up. They need to step up, because they were names that people were thinking about moving forward, like Bolden, like Korkmaz. You drop 40, that's great, but come on, man, you haven't hit a field goal since? Stop. Stop. It's a joke. And Bolden, I need more out of you. I need more out of you. Hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, comment down below. I will see you next.